Hello, it's been a while, but I'm back with a new character design and story concept. So, a few months ago, I thought of this idea of a tech city that was bombarded with two fighting sides, which, with the recent pop ups of more AI usage and robot concepts, led me to thinking of Aingels versus Daimons, but spelt with AINGELS versus Daimons, which I thought was pretty silly, but nonetheless, I kept going with the idea. So these two fighting sides would be going by their leaders, well, quote-unquote leaders, opinions and commands. The Aingels, I thought it'd be nice to have a feminine role leading, which made me think of Gladys from Portal and some other inspirations, which led me to claiming this quote motherboard type of the leader for the Aingels. While the demon side, I wanted a more masculine person and someone who made irrational decisions inside of greed. So, what makes an AI angel is getting their AI legally, and through Eve, the scientist behind it all, which is also the quote-unquote motherboard character. While the demons get it illegally through theft, which would be coming through their leader who takes this craftsmanship from Eve. But first up on the world building, I do think it'd be interesting to call this very tech civilization hub Eden, because of the idea all of this is so great for the world, making it a type of Eden, or an allusion to Eden. And because of this, sneaking in some biblical references I think would be interesting. Like how in some theology of the Bible, Eve is Adam's rib. Maybe having the motherboard character be called Eve and having the evil demon guy leader craving and feeling greed towards her, as if Adam seeing Eve as property because of her origin source. I will say that Spider-Verse is definitely a source of inspiration, but also the many artists who have drawn futuristic landscapes, and also the film that was going to be upcoming for Batman Beyond, but then was later cancelled. So when actually designing Eve, aka the motherboard character, I'd imagine that there'd be a crack on her screen where it almost looks like a halo, but maybe from another perspective it might look like, something else, but who knows? And I also did look at Gladys a lot for her character design, and also some other science-y characters. Going on to the evil leader of the demons, he hates that his wife, Lily, was so smart but not smart enough to live forever, which he holds it against her secretly, which is why he starts committing theft in the goal of finding a life force or a cure to keep her alive forever. Ironically, when he wins, it'll be killing her real body that's in a coma, which is that Eve is Lily. See, in my mind, Eve, aka Lily, knew that her husband would fight for her life, but at the same time knew he would fight too much in the parts where it would lead to other people getting harmed, which is where she made her subconscious become Eve, to try and fight him and get a force against him. Now lastly, on to the actual angels that'll be following Eve and her commands. First is Minui. She's an OC from when I was younger, and I'll be revising her to fit the story. She's raised by a man named Xavier and her mother, who had mysteriously passed 3 years ago. Once Xavier started looking for the cure mysteriously, she found a combination of locations that were left to her to find her mom's quote-unquote passing. This leads to her running into a demon fox fighting with one of the angels. After the fight and trying to help the angel, they win as the demon fox retreats, which leads to Minui going with the angel to their base. This is where she meets Eve and is assigned as a new member of the angel core group. And so far, that's as far as the story will go for now. Depending on how this video does, I may do another update and have some other designs, for example, more in-depth demon designs or even more angel designs to add to the main core group. But until then, that is all. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day or night.